Eres tú el príncipe azul
we're good.
que yo soñé.
Alright, well, yeah, welcome back to the Ethereal Plains, everybody. We're wondering where the fuck we are now.
Okay.
Last time,
so-
where we met our heroes.
So now that the audio things are fixed, now I'll do my intro. Hey, I'm Gipsy. I'm going to be playing Galahad.
Yay.
Should we just all do our intros again?
I'm a tiefling.
No, fuck it, we'll do
I'm
it
a
live.
tiefling sword
Next
kid.
time. We'll get
And
this
that's what
sorted
matters.
next time. Fuck it.
And I'm Kat. You can find me at Kat of Ulthar on like Twitter and stuff. And I do commissions. And I play Lyre, the Tiefling sorceress, and Toe, the Changling. Lots of stuff.
Swashbuckler.
The
Half
scouties,
I might have
the
to turn
scout
people
who
off.
we always rely on to go ahead, and we don't follow directly behind, negating
Jesus.
the use of a scout.
He's a scout buckler.
Yarr!
Alright, I have to change something real quick. Nope, cancel.
Okay,
Hold on a
recap
minute.
that.
Yes, recap time. Where the fuck are we now?
Last time on the Ethereal Plains.
The group escaped Kamui narrowly, and they managed to leave with their lives intact. After discussing what the fuck to do next, Blaze appeared with Kamui, conveniently. And after some long discussion, finally getting a liar awake and questionably healthy, to convince Kamui to join their ranks in helping defeat Volt, the person that she summoned back at the Dragon's Table. Options are now to either, well, of course, train under Angel's supervision at Blaze's old training grounds, or just fuck off and do your own thing.
Okay.
I have
You could take
option
a
3.
break to reconvene yourselves.
Didn't we also have the option of like taking like a month of break or something like that?
Yes.
Month of break? I'm not sure
So
about
we can bypass the
month.
holiday event.
Yeah, no, I know.
Basically, just to make it so that Christmas happened, right?
Oh, that's right.
The week
Well, in
after
the
Christmas.
meantime, we can do that downtime. That gives Gungir time to craft some stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how much does he have?
Ew, and I have presents for people.
Oh,
Okay.
70.
Before Flynn disappears for Christmas.
And he goes to
Place.
Where?
he scouts
Family
ahead.
that he doesn't
scouts
have.
ahead. He's
Yes.
like, I'm going to January. January.
I'm going. Just fucking off the
Scouts
gym.
ahead for January. And then
I'm going to scout ahead a whole month where you guys can't follow me.
that's so Christmas.
Yeah, you have your shit that you got over Christmas.
I can't even remember what I got for that Christmas episode.
Me neither, so we're just gonna move along.
Back.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say we
magic.
if we all remember, Lyre and Galahad are the only people that remember. While
So it's irrelevant, really. And
Yep.
while Weiss only has vague memories of it.
oh yeah, Weiss was there.
Weiss, you just
Lyre was
Or
not.
NPC.
Lyre was not counting on Galahad to remember that whole thing, considering the kiss.
He's just pretending. He just doesn't remember. Who knows what's going on
Yep,
there?
totally.
Okay, so
Oh shit, Sardon!
Lord.
Sardon wasn't there.
you see, Zardon had to keep Toe safe while they were scouting.
They went to Vegas together.
All right,
Toe's
skipping past all
door
this
was
shit.
just locked, and
Should we
nobody
talk
could get it
about what our
open.
characters were doing for the possible month.
Yes.
I guess I can go first to say what Barreck was doing.
I think you better say what all of your people were doing all at once.
Yes,
don't know what
please.
I don't know what Fredrick or Fall was doing.
Well, then they could just
Well,
hang
then,
out.
fuck you.
How do you not know? They're you.
You brought this curse upon thyself.
Okay, Barreck
It's
would have
fine.
probably been asking Asemar to train him so he doesn't act as recklessly as last time.
Ooh, that's
Oh.
wrong.
On your
Give me a minute on this one. I gotta think of a response here.
on
Okay,
your
we're gonna-
hands and
Let me
knees
guess.
and
Hey,
No.
rest of you, shut up. While Asemar thinks about that, we'll move to Freddy and Fall.
Freddy would have still been continuing looking for any information on that Druid guild that you mentioned. The kind
Okay.
of secret one.
I guess roll Arcana check to see if you found anything. Or no, knowledge history, my bad.
Okay, I guess I could do that. Gotta open Freddy's character. I'll open Toe.
Dragon, whenever you have a response, just put an exclamation into the chat.
Sure.
History, you said?
Yes, history. This will just be a straight roll. No advantage, no nothing. 14 either way, doesn't matter. Let me see what you find. Let me roll my dice. There's not a whole hell of a lot of information. Like, as I said before, it is a very secretive Druid guild. Like, very few people know about it, and it's surprising that you actually found what little information that you could. According to what you have in the record books, or what you could find it in record books, is that the Druid Circle guild is not really a massive guild. It's a group of 6 druids that represent a part of nature, and each one represents a different part, and they coexist in harmony to keep nature in balance, or try to, in some cases. Their location of their base is somewhat unknown, and from what rumors are written, you've either heard or written down or found, it seems the location isn't really in one place and that it's in a bunch of places. You can assume that they have their own, I guess, plane of existence where they live in. It's somehow attached to this realm. That they choose wherever their next spot is ahead of time before they move locations. It's like a mobile teleporting thing that you have no idea how to track down, no matter how hard you try. All you can assume is that it's in one of the forests within the realm. There are a fuck ton of them, so good luck.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all Fredrick would have done. Fall would have probably been trying to get more of a handle on his wild magic search.
Okay. Did you want to get training from Angel, Blaze, Kana, Kamali?
Sure.
Pick one of those 4 that I just named.
Angel would probably be the best, I think.
Okay, with what Angel teaches you, roll an Arcana check with advantage, since she's teaching you in a very detailed way.
Okay, let me get Fall's character sheet out. And roll him. Come on, number 2.
A1. Okay. So, due to Angel's teachings, you have a better grasp on your wild magic.
Okay.
In terms, your percentile of it activating has lowered by 1. So
now it's a 1 to 4.
the original percentage that I was having was originally a 1 to 7. Now it's a 1 to 6
Can we lower that
on a
down?
d20.
Can we lower that? No, it was a 1 to 5.
I haven't.
I changed it a lot. It was originally half and half. Then I lowered it down to 8. Then I lowered it down to 7 because you were complaining too much. 6 is reasonable.
Okay.
Deal with it.
Asemar did an exclamation.
Yep, so he would have had to think about it for quite a while. But after seeing that, he's at least wanting to improve, he decides that he will train him, but it will be some of the non-life-threatening stuff that he learned underneath while he was, abducted by the vampires. Some of their
Just wanting to more learn
vigorous training
self-control
methods.
is a thing.
Oh yeah, that too. He'll be doing both mental and very physically straining tasks, or I'll have them lined up for him. But in his off time, he will be doing other things. So it's only for an allocated amount for the day.
To train him properly for self-control, I guess roll a wisdom save for your control, Barreck.
Alrighty, let me get my character sheet out and roll.
Yes, in character. Makes perfect sense.
Let's see, roll here. I never understand why wisdom isn't a proficiency that monks get.
Check. That's a straight roll. You understand the basics of what he's teaching. Your control isn't really getting better, but you're at least learning along the way. You're improving, at least, to say the least. It's just very slow. Considering that you're not the brightest apple in the barrel.
Just a montage with a lot of Asemar disappointedly shaking his head.
Thank you. All right. All right.
Just thinking about giving him the Crimson Right thing to boost him, but then remembering, oh wait, he might not survive.
Okay. Since we're on the topic, Asemar, what would you have done in your month off besides obviously the day of Christmas?
Yeah, so he'd probably spend some time going over some of those books that he had stolen, hoping to also acquire and become proficient with a poisoner's kit, and then finally spend some off time raising and becoming, I guess, more comfortable with using Thorn in combat.
Okay. So for learning how to use a poisoner's kit proficiently, that would have taken at least 3 days to learn how to use that fully. So you would have had to spend 3 days, including sleeping, to just get used to it and not leave your room. Obviously, Thorn would keep you company so you wouldn't go insane. And you basically learn how to grope with using Thorn better in combat and just allowing him into combat more so he can better off himself and help you with your specific goals.
Would he have grown into the greater version of the Guard Drake yet?
He got a little bit bigger in terms of size, but he wouldn't really be considered great. He'd be like the in-between. Like, he's not the small little lad that you knew him. He's like the in-between. So he's like a middle of his life cycle.
Gotcha.
Or something along that line. Like he's reaching adulthood.
He's not a great Drake. He's just an okay Drake.
I will have to send you his stat improvements later because he did improve a little bit.
Okay.
At least in his strength score and his dex score.
That's fine.
Actually, that's an easy fix if you want to change that. Just add it to his straight stats +2 on top of like just from his current stats, just raise them up by 2. And that's his current score.
Strength and dexterity.
Strength and dex, and increase con by 2 as well.
Alright.
He is a bulky boy now that he's getting bigger. But he can survive more hits. And as I said, he levels with you, so you gotta make sure that he's increased in HP as well. But we'll figure that out later. Who wants to go next? In terms of what they want to do. Okay, we'll go over you next.
Okay, well, I imagine Lyre mostly spends her time, like, recovering.
Yeah.
And cooking and stuff, like usual, but maybe getting shooed away from the kitchen also, because she should be resting.
Yes.
Sure.
Jesus tries to keep you in bed the entire time.
No. She sneakily gets out the kitchen cube in her room. But yes, and...
I imagine we're also trying to cheat Gungir from cooking.
Yes.
Oh, Gungir's going to be a very busy boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's for the good of everyone. Yeah, and Toe actually is also going to approach Asemar.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
But not for, roll 20, what happened? Oh, there you are. That was what? Fuck. Sorry.
Roll 20 is like frozen.
Yeah, it's back for me now. So he approaches Asemar just sort of casually, with something definitely not hidden behind his back.
Okay.
And approaching as Flynn, I should say.
Makes sense.
Asemar, do you have a moment, perhaps?
Probably worn out from the day from training Barreck and getting off from the weekend of learning the Poisoner's Kit. He's a little worn, but he would reply, yes, I do.
Wonderful. I don't know if you recall when you all were passing my diary around the campfire gosh, it feels like years ago. But there may have been some small mention of perhaps a gift that I was planning on getting for you.
Oh, there's no need to give it, but if you insist.
Well, I have it now, and it doesn't really mean anything to me, but I just, thought it might be nice, and he, hands over a flat rectangular wrapped in parcel paper package.
So he opens it and gazes at what's inside, which is...
As he's opening it, Lynn quickly says, I have a number of contacts in sort of bohemian circles, and there's a lot of perhaps not very popular painters that's friends of my friends and such and such. But I knew that a friend of mine knew one who had a preference for painting sort of little country scenes and quaint villages and things, and he's been doing it for quite a while. And I asked, and it turned out there's a bit of a stroke of luck, and the painting is sort of a bit distant, but a picture of the village that you used to live in.
Oh.
That's an oof.
Yeah, so he just he stares at it kind of blankly for a moment, not sure how to react as, all that stuff comes flushing back to him, and he seeing where he is now and having moved forward and finally doing what he feels is some good for the world, he gives a little smile and he says, "Thank you. I will treasure it."
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I just thought you might. Well, anyway, I'll let you rest, I suppose. Scoots away.
Shuffle.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
Right.
no family bros.
Ravak, we'll go to you. What do you want to do during this whole month of period of time?
First off, can you hear me fine?
Yes.
You're very quiet on my end. Let me pump
bit.
up your volume. Let me pump it up.
Okay, well, since we have some time, I would have chilled at the island, and then when I came back, I would have been like, yo, what the fuck was all these boxes?
Did you seriously just go back to your island for a rave?
I didn't say for a rave, I just went back in general.
I mean, it's implied,
Okay.
but he didn't say it.
Wait a minute, is this the time he finally accepts Perrin?
This would be after the fact, so yes.
Character development.
That's character development.
Well, not necessarily. He still has all the boxes closed, and he's like, alright, which pranked me?
Son of a bitch.
There we go.
Every day after the space holidays, we've been putting the boxes back into his room.
Anyways, besides that, is there anything else that you want to do, Ravak?
Nah.
Okay, well, we'll go on to Gipsy.
Okay, so Galahad is focused on like shoring up his gear. He wants to get a bunch of stuff. So the first thing is that he is going to go out and try to find something like this. First off, I'm going to go buy a portable hole finally. Actually buy one.
Okay,
I don't
you're
think we
gonna
ever
spend the
actually went
money.
and did it. Yeah, that's just... this is
Bought a
part of it.
portable-
We were gifted a portable hole.
We were gifted a portable hole? When did that happen?
I mean, technically, your storage
while ago.
unit. Yeah,
It was when we got
while
a
ago.
That's how we were
bajillion
able to carry all the
platinum.
books.
Yeah, it's when we got a bajillion platinum
Oh,
from
they
our
just
visit
give
to the
it-
Dragon Museum.
Yeah, I know. I didn't remember that.
Wasn't that what we were shoving all the stuff from the mine into?
Yeah,
That too.
that's
Oh,
how we were
that's
carrying all the
That's right, we stole a bunch of furniture too.
Oh yeah, we should
It's all
unload
in
that.
there.
I helped decorate that.
Gigantic chest.
And like
your-
any of the basic gear, we should probably sell that.
What? Did you literally steal everything, even the kitchen sink?
Yeah,
No, we have one of those in a box.
frick those guys. They were all weird cultists anyway. They were really mean, so we're gonna take their stuff.
Yeah, can verify, having worked with some of them, definitely evil.
So, what should we do with some of this stuff?
I mean, I know approximately 100 different fences we could sell it all to.
Why would sell it to fences? They only just lay on the lawn.
But they don't ask questions. Wait, what?
You seriously not get that joke?
I got it.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Fences as in part of a house.
Anyways,
So I ask. So okay. So Galahad looks inward and he reaches out to his patron, and his patron is like, "Yo, what's up?" And he's like, "Hey, we're starting to have to fight really scary, powerful things, and my friends and I need all the help we can get. And I have all this money. What kind of magical items exist in the world?"
You want a complete list of what your patron knows?
Yeah, well,
Or just
I
a
have a few
generic
things
list
in-
of what is accomplishable within the continent?
yeah, essentially, I ask him blah, blah, blah,
we
and
never asked-
hopefully...
Hold on, I just realized we never asked Gungir what he was doing for the month.
We'll get to him last.
Yeah, because for sure part of it is I'm going to ask him to do something for me.
Wait, why are there 2 Gungirs? I just realized this.
What?
Oh no.
Sometimes there's just 2 Gungirs.
Oh, no, there's 2 of
Sometimes
them.
you just accept the 2 Gungirs.
Oh God! Don't mind that. That was a side project.
Anyways,
That's
moving
just the clone. We don't talk about the clone.
Anyway.
Fair, we do have,
Continue,
fair, we do
Gipsy.
have a book of making homunculi and a spell create homunculi.
Moving on.
So
Gipsy, continue.
during this time, I try and I reach out to Angel to see if and other of our strong allies to see if they know where some of these magical items are. I'm looking for a manual of bodily health.
Okay, you're gonna have to DM me these items because I'm not sure if they would exist or not.
Sure.
Just send me a generic list and I'll tell you what is accomplishable in private DMs in Discord,
in
please.
Discord? Okay.
Yes, please.
Here's
That way-
this.
Okay, so you want a manual of body
None of
health.
them are legendary. They're just rare or very rare.
Okay, so that's
But-
achievable, that first one.
And there's another one that's like that. It's called the
While you find the rest of it,
okay, here's this one.
okay,
I'm gonna go
half
through.
of power.
Shh, quiet.
I'm gonna open
That
all
one
these
I'm
in a separate tab.
specifically, and that
let's
one
see.
I want to bring to Gungir if I manage to get a hold of it.
That one. Okay.
And be like, hey, can you make the amulet you made me like part of the top of this?
Okay.
My focus. Because he has experience. He's made that staff for fall before. So Glad's like, yo, get me in on that.
Or are you talking about the warp staff?
Yeah, well, that's what he made for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's very similar though.
But keep in mind, you also have the spell book that basically gives you all sorcerer and wizard spells.
I know. Well, this is cool because it serves as a shield. While you're holding it, it gives you the +2 bonus to armor class, like you're holding a shield.
Nice.
But it's a staff, so it'd be like staff and sword.
Okay, so you would be able
Like
to
Gandalf.
Yes, exactly.
purchase both of those. How much money do you have out of blunt curiosity?
I have 820,000 gold.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can easily purchase both of those.
Yeah, and
Let's see, so you
then
have
here's the other one.
820,000.
It's the
Oh,
the same
have
thing
one
as
more?
the first one, but that one's for charisma.
Isma, okay.
And I spent
Yeah.
time reading those books.
You will be able
Over
to
the month.
buy that. So
Nerd.
again, how much do you have again?
820,000.
820,000. Spend like
God.
50 grand of that, and you have all of them.
Okie dokie.
I forgot that Gipsy probably has the most money out of all of us.
Yes,
I have
because
more.
Galahad does not understand spending the money until now. Until now, he's like, he's only knowing how to spend this because he's like asks his patron like, "Hey, dude, what do you use money on to be strong?" And he's like, "All right, this is some of the shit you want."
This is
good shit.
Becoming your financial advisor.
And
you're Bruce Lee, and I'm your trainer.
yeah, and Glad is like, "Holy crap, all this stuff exists!" And then he goes and asks the king and the queen, and they're like, "Yeah, all this stuff exists. Yeah, duh." And we're like, well, I'm like, what? What?
I also imagine that Gipsy will easily Glad will easily get scammed.
Yeah, he sure would. Well, no, actually, no. He's actually pretty good at not getting scammed, but he just
Flynn
isn't
can go
good at
with him.
taking initiative to spend
Considering
it.
that those books are very rare, they're in some of the possessions of high collectors who sell it for a lot of money.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's why it's so ridiculously expensive.
I don't
Definitely
put
might have.
scamming past the
Wealthy.
abilities of a librarian.
You had an
Okay,
exclamation.
and then, so, he let me buy a staff of power. So, hey, Gungir, near the start of the break, you hear me a rap tap tapping, and I present to you this staff. I managed to find it. It was a lot of money, and I was like, "This is a super awesome magic staff." And I'm basically asking you, I'm handing you the thing you gave me before, the amulet you made for me.
Yeah.
That's also a spell focus, and I'm like, can you combine these and come up with anything else that you want to trick it out with?
Gungir looks back at his wall of stuff. He's like, I was planning on allowing your amulet to turn into a shield.
This is the same kind of thing.
It's a stick.
It is a stick. But visions for the future change.
Indeed they do. Gungir kind of
And-
sits down and contemplates.
And I show him that when I hold it, it's like a shield.
Except that it's a stick.
Except that it's a stick. And if he can think of anything else, and I'll link this to you so you can see what it is.
Yeah.
Go to Storm. Bam.
Staff of Power. That's the same image I was actually using for Thal's Warp Staff. I have to use it. I'm holding it. You're gonna post to. How does Galahad feel about spears?
How does Galahad feel about spears? I mean,
As long as Galahad has proficiency in martial weapons, he can use it.
This is what Gungir's
Spears were
thinking.
simple.
I'm proficient with martial and simple weapons if I want to be.
Gungir.
Technically,
Oh,
take
go.
some of your time off to learn how to use martial weapons.
Gungir.
This is one of those things where it's like, I want Gungir to get to Gungir some stuff, so I don't want to tell him what else to do with it. Just that he doesn't remove any of the functionality that's already there. But like, if you can come up with neat things, and this is something you can come back at me next week with, or next session with.
Yeah.
Or during the week.
But if you can come up with something else to spend some of those points on, or just cool stuff.
Okay. Because
and you're going to run that by me as soon as you figure out the modifications.
I'll let you and
I'll give the
Storm
A-OK.
figure out the crafting bit.
Okay.
Yes. So we could do that in private in between sessions. As of right now, give a generic list of what you want Gungir to improve upon the item, and then tell him to add his own flair to it in over DMs and shit. I'm gonna move on to Cat, so we're not dragging on this conversation.
Yep. Very last thing. The last thing I do is I talk to Liar. And it's I kind of say, she's kind of, staying on the sidelines, and I'm happy that she'll be safe. But she has this amulet, and maybe if she's not on the front lines, maybe I can borrow it.
Wow. That went completely different than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, same, actually.
I thought it was like, oh, no, we need you back on the front lines. You can do this.
He actually is like, hey, Galahad has accepted that if she's happy or not going out to risk her life, then he's happy. He wanted her to like adventuring, but if she doesn't, then that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I think she's just mortally scarred from what happened.
I think she's just mortally scarred in general. I mean, just her fucking backstory in general, which I do have an exclamation point, but in response to that, she is like, of course, I mean, I'm sorry, I wasn't really thinking about it that much, and, well, I guess I was sort of hoping that I could still do something to help you guys, but I should probably stay back.
You can have it back anytime you want to come with us on a daring adventure.
Well,
and I'd be all the more happy for it.
Well, I'm sure it would serve one of you. It was probably better getting all up there in the danger zone. And she is unclasping it and handing it over and stuff.
I'm starting to... Galahad is a squishy boy, and I'm trying to make him not so squishy.
And she is the least squishy sorcerer, so...
It's good stuff. Okay, I'm done. Now you can do your thing.
That's a cat. Exclamation.
Cat.
Oh no, did we lose her?
And then Cat died.
And then Cat died, yes.
Oh no, you took her amulet of health, the only thing that was keeping the liar
I put
alive.
it back on. I put it back on. No! Don't go!
Everything
Cat,
went silent.
Are you alive?
Yeah.
we were talking about how if I took the amulet of toughness and you died, I put it back on
I don't know what her health is like right now, but nah.
Still
it's
can't hear you,
fine.
Cat. Like, we see your,
No, I can hear her.
circle. I can't hear her.
What?
I can hear
me.
her.
I can hear you.
Let me disconnect and reconnect real quick.
Fuck it, are you disclosed?
Alright, round two.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah. I need to remove a big chunk of health.
Yeah, Galahad, you now have wires.
She takes it off and then she just faints.
No! I put it back on, and I don't take it until she's well.
No. I did have a thing though for Lyra, and then I promised we could get to Gungir. I just totally forgot. It's kind of important.
Okay.
She sent those adventurers off on a quest, like forever ago.
Oh, right.
They never come back.
Yes. hold on a minute. What was your prep for? What was their goal again? I forget.
She gave them a bunch of gold and was like, hey, there's a small farm on this island here, and therein lives a woman and a little boy, and I want you to see if the little boy's okay, and if the woman's being mean to him, and if everything's fine, then give them the money, and if it's not, then maybe bring back the boy.
Okay, I have to do a couple rolls here.
New party member? Question
So,
mark.
ooh,
He's
let me
like
roll.
9.
New party member?
Somehow.
It wouldn't be the first time we've randomly.
Alright, let me roll here.
By the way,
Okay.
quick question.
Oh,
Oh wait,
DM him if you have a question. The chat. Okay, so they're fine. She's not being mean to him. They're doing A-okay. The money was delivered. And it was a job well done. Everything seems fine. And the village that you grew up in has actually grown a lot bigger since the Orc Warlord is, well, gone. The island's actually gotten bigger.
Okay, so everything's kosher? Alright. He's happy to hear that in a sad kind of way.
Did you want to see little brother?
No, it's just, depressing to be like, oh, now that I'm gone, Mom is probably a lot happier and everything is fine.
Oh. Well, they didn't really ask about that. They just, they asked mostly about the boy.
She's like, oh, that's probably for the best.
They more asked questions for the boy because that seemed more pressing than the mother's opinion.
She would have told them not to mention her anyway. Or she might not have
true.
accepted the money.
True. Anonymous donation.
She's got a lot of trauma. Maybe someday somebody will talk to her about it.
You could always go to Asemar. He's a good person for trauma.
Tragic backstories aside.
What? They're so easy to write, and I love writing them.
Anyways. Gungir,
All
what have
right.
you been doing, you fucking homunculus?
So he's got a month, aside from Hearthfire. So let's see.
Sure.
I know the first 2 weeks he'll be working on 2 uncommon items for Galahad, and he will be making a few sketches for this ultimate thing that he's wanting. He's writing up a few ideas. First one was adding. I will send you these.
Yeah.
Vinloom. This is for a shield, and this is a special property or a few certain special abilities he wants to add on to Galahad's sword.
Oh, I just thought of someone. I thought of one.
And let me open that as well.
These are 2 special items brought to us by
see,
the Griffin's saddlebag.
Let's see.
Some good shit.
In particular, he wants to add the properties of this magic sword onto Galahad's sword, and he wants to make his amulet turn into a shield that has this particular shield special abilities, and he will start mapping out some certain things for this ultimate staff thing that he wants.
Can you read the other one? Quick. I shall approve of these two.
Okay.
Because, yes.
In that case, Gungir will see if he can get 400 gold from Glad to work on this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Gyps,
I give 480 gold because I tip.
Ooh,
You always tip.
Gungir will take the 80. Gypsy, I will send the links of these items to you. And this.
Ooh. Oh my goodness.
As
Fabulous.
Gungir will spend another week. Something he's been actually wanting to work with on Asemar's Witchlight Cross. He's been noticing that one ability he's been getting miles out of, which was the Gift of Wine, which basically granted him a shield, but he hasn't been getting a whole lot of luck with Sunlight and Moonlight, or even Blood. So what he's going to do, he's going to see if Asemar would be willing to let him tinker around with him, maybe rework the powers for him.
He says, sure enough.
Okay.
I only need the sword to train Barreck anyways.
And he will also make one more adjustment. I don't have the powers planned out just yet, so we'll just say that Sunlight, Moonlight, and Blood are disabled for now. But he will be spending some time to add on a special little mechanism on there. Right down to the bottom, you would push a button, and the bottom spike would extend outwards, and it'd be able to hold special chalk. Or in particular, rune chalk. So a rune chalk reserved, you'd push a little button, you'd be able to draw on the ground using these magic chalks.
Interesting. I'll have to see with what would he be able to do with that then?
It depends upon the color of the chalk. There's like 10 of them that bonus action had made. I do not have... He won't be making any of the chalks right now because he's got a few things to work on, but he will add on the reserve to it. So you'll have... we'll have at least that completed, and he might throw in one of the common chalks. That week, and I'll have to take a look through the notes. And I'll send you a list of a bunch of different ones that I have on there.
Alright.
Looks like you'll probably be able to afford most of them because chalk is like inexpensive.
Yeah. The most expensive one is rare. Is a rare chalk, and even then, that's like the highest level that it goes up to. The rest of them are like commons and uncommons, but they have a lot of utility behind them. The first week, second week, fourth week, he will actually spend 50 gold and get one project done that he's been trying to get done for Liar.
Me.
And we'll take 50 gold out of that, and he will make a secondary gun droid. Because on horror, and he'll bring it up to her, and he will activate a special panel that was on there, panel number 8, to reveal a slot for a gun droid.
Oh.
And he will have a big ol' smile, and he'll hand it off and he'll hand her very own gun droid.
Is this like showing your
Takes
grandmother how to
it,
use
like-
computer?
What do I do with this?
Well, you can do a lot of things with it. It can do pretty much anything my gun droid can do. It can do pretty much anything my Zero One can do, since they do the exact same programming.
Okay. I'm not sure I completely understand, but I'm very grateful.
It's like a personal assistant.
Oh. goodness. Well, thank you, Gungir.
You'll know what the weather is. You can take pictures like I can. You can annoy the cat.
Okay.
Hachu!
Like
Sort
that.
of like just turning it over.
You poke the little screen on there and it does the thing. Sometimes you can tell it to do things. It really depends upon what the DM lets it do that day.
Well, she'll probably have to take quite some time to figure out how to work it.
Yeah, probably the rest of your time.
She's
Yeah, I feel
programmed,
like-
though. It's fine.
I feel like you just basically gave Grandma a laptop and now trying to explain it.
Hey, I used to work with a bunch of grandmas who absolutely knew how to use a laptop. And
Anyways,
I guess he will spend the last bit of this time working on the project he had for Toe, which was the beginning part of... He doesn't have any of the rapiers done yet, but he was working on the sheath, which was basically an efficient quiver, but just for rapiers.
excellent.
And when he
Infinite
gets...
scabbard.
Yeah, it was, I don't even remember what I called I think it's just called the efficient scabbard, but he will work on that and he'll work on the rapiers later.
Okay.
So he will spend 200 out of that. 5.
Okay.
And then toy around with Sardon the rest of the time.
Okay, well
Called
that
it
is...
Aether.
Aether, that's right. So Gungir will wrap that up and he will present it to Toe.
Oh my gosh, is this what I think it is?
It's the first steps to it.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Mr. Gungir. Oh my goodness, I could just hug you. Can I hug you?
Well, I do appreciate hugs. Gungirs are well known for that love.
Oh, then I'm going to hug you, and he hugs him.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Gungir. I can't believe you actually did this for me after I turned out to be an assassin who was going to kill one of your friends.
Yeah, and he pats Toe on the shoulder. We've all got problems.
God,
Again, tragic backstory.
God damn it, tragic backstories. Thank you.
That wasn't tragic. I was totally going to do a great job.
Yeah,
I'd write an awesome report about it. Anyways.
So,
All
yeah, I
right.
guess that's everyone.
Yep, because you do not know what the NPCs do in their off time. Because that would take fucking 5 years.
Yep.
That's fair.
And
Okay, so it is a brand new dawn. You awaken in the ship as you normally do. Let me remove some tokens here since they're not on the ship since you guys are parked in Valentia. Let's see, she's gone. Those people will stay. He's gone. Angel will stay for a bit. Hana's gone.
Hey,
Okay,
I need to crash
Common's
your
the one
place,
that's staying.
Angel says.
No.
get the hell
No.
off my sub.
No, she visits, basically, just like checking in on y'all.
Lyra opens the door and is just like, no. Slowly closes it.
Anyway, we'll come to this, y'all. I guess. So, as a curiosity to the whole party, have you guys been, since Kamui is technically your prisoner,
I imagine that's
have you guys been
what
fucking feeding her?
What? Why are we still in charge of her? Why aren't her parents taking care of her?
You have to design a cage that she can't fucking bust out of.
And we have one of those.
I mean, we already convinced her to work with us.
That's worst case scenario.
I imagine that's what Zardon was doing.
Dragon mom and dragon dad, come get your dragon daughter.
Come spend time with her.
Correction, Angel's not a dragon. She's the only one of of the entire Slifer family who's not a dragon.
Magic mom and magic dad.
Asemar.
I imagine it's
Anyways.
I imagine it's not Zardon that's feeding her.
Sardon is not programmed for this Jerry Springer scenario.
Well, I'm assuming you just leave
Liar
her.
will feed her because liar will feed anyone.
I mean,
Okay, this is
She
kind
can
of
bunk with
ironic.
Barreck.
I don't know. Is she gonna like bunk in what used to be Audrey's room or Aubrey's room?
Barreck's room.
Wait,
It's all
I
good.
thought that was my room.
I mean, you two
You
can
already
share,
have
but I
such
don't
a
know.
nice hammock.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna assume you guys just left her in room area.
I mean, she can take up Gungir's room. He's going to
Are
be
you-
spending most of his time in the forge, in the workroom.
Are
That
you
is also
sure? Are you sure we can't just drop her off at the castle?
Yeah, like we ain't your royal babysitters, bitches.
That's right. She could just share her her room.
Anna's room.
Gungir, give her a bunk bed and be done with it.
Just give her a
Anyways.
sleeping roll.
Right, anyways, Angel comes to visit.
Take your daughter with you.
Really don't like her, do you?
She did try to kill us, and actually managed to kill one of us.
Hi.
Hmm.
I mean,
Quaint.
It's just we're not until we're sure she's. I'm sorry. It's just until we're sure that she's only up and up. We can't take her if she decides to kill us all.
Yeah, and you have like a
Not
whole
yet.
castle with like a dungeon and gods.
And
She
people
just
who can
blinks
defeat
very
her.
slowly at all this. Like, yeah, go on.
well, I mean, she's been picking up after herself. We didn't really see her too much at Christmas, but
She's mild-mannered at
Anyways.
least.
Yeah, she says like, "Oh, please, thank you." It's like she gives you basic pleasantries.
Oh, we
She doesn't really like talk to you.
Are we at least getting paid for the
Fuck her.
babysitting duties?
Like we need more money?
I
We
don't
always
know
need
about
more
you,
money.
but I'm running low.
Same here.
Yeah.
Adventure.
I mean, I didn't want to say anything, but we missed a few paychecks.
I'm low-ish.
So
Also-
about
So
the-
we're going to be
Side on
charging
that.
royals for child support.
It's as far as you know, it's true.
Should I roll side on that? Or not?
Oh, up to fucking Galahad. He wants to roll inside on you.
Okay, go ahead.
There you go.
I mean, I have 250 gold.
Right, I'm gonna set a base of DC 10 for telling the truth. He's telling the truth, but you don't know if you. I guess with
You don't know how good he is at math.
It was a 12. Okay, so with a 12, I won't say you figure out. Essentially, it's more like you're not sure if he's the best judge of what is a lot and isn't a lot of gold. But I don't know if you figured that out with a 12.
We're not.
Galahad, how much money do you have?
I mean, I only have 250, so I can't imagine much more than that.
Oh, 250. Oh no, I have. Let me see here. I have 770.
You have plenty of gold.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah, 770. That's
I have
in thousands, yes?
Wait, what?
what? Inside that,
No! I only have 250 nothing!
I have let's see, how much do I have? I have.
Why are you not paying me more?
I have 130 and 54 platinum.
Everyone got an even share of.
Oh yeah, we
Everyone
found
got
a
an even share of a bunch of money. I thought someone was paying you.
Where else do
yeah.
you think the dragon came from, except from a platinum dragon egg?
Yeah, we found a
What?
platinum
You-
dragon.
I...
Have you not
Zeus
seen
pokes in.
Gungir, can we renegotiate my contract, baby?
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
I thought Gungir was going to be the one to hand out paychecks.
I thought
I think he's
anyway.
been a bit busy, perhaps, but
I thought that people that hired us were the ones that were handing out our paychecks.
Technically, you're hired under the guild, but you have your own source of money, so it's like, yeah, you could basically pay your own employees.
Well, how about.
Anyways, can we skip the money business for now?
there's so many things I could have bought. Like a nice dress.
Ravak.
Okay, yeah, we'll do Ravak first.
First, Ravak will go over to Gungir. Alright. I've made my suspicions. You were the one who gave me all the gifts, weren't you?
Well, I gave you one. Didn't you see the giant mace in the stocking?
Well, there are 5 in my room now. Was that
was
also you?
Oh, I didn't put those there.
That was
Alright, what-
Santa.
What kind of prank is this?
It's not a prank, it was heartwarming gifts.
I don't remember such a thing.
Speaking of which, where the hell's my potato?
What?
I don't know.
Liar just like,
The potato! The potato!
Oh, was someone complaining about money, by the way?
yes,
Everyone
maybe a
just
little
slow
bit.
pan to pan at the Flynn.
He'll go over to Flynn and give him 500 gold. Here you go.
Oh! Thank you, Your Highness.
And then there's what Asemar gave him in chat.
Oh, wait, what?
2,000.
Oh, Asemar.
Oh!
There's your paycheck.
Thank you, Master Hazard. Oh my goodness, this is a lot of
Wait, what do you give her?
Overload.
Or
Paul
give him?
rolls his eyes and flips him 4 gold.
What do you
Or,
give him?
Oh, nice
4
cheapskate.
platinum.
Oh,
I meant platinum. He puts him 4 platinum.
yeah, that's essentially another 2,000.
this, I'm just going to sit down for a moment.
You just
Okay,
changed from money overload.
Also, this bag of gold is very heavy.
That's why I converted to platinum.
You'll want to buy a bag of holding.
Using that, yeah.
Yes, I want to go shopping in general.
Anyways,
You have a whole month to have done that.
I didn't have
Yeah.
money for that month.
anyways,
Hearthfire bonus.
it's your bonus, damn it. Take it and leave.
I thought this whole conversation was happening closer to this because how long did we have this whole conversation is happening in front of Angel while we discuss where we're putting Kamui.
Angels
we
just,
discussed getting
ignoring
paid.
you all.
We all just started
Combat
bickering about
increases.
money. As adventurers are wont to do.
Concerned about getting some form of reward. I can give you either. Well, you don't really need money. I can give you items.
Magic items!
I think we should make a new rule that Fall isn't allowed to ask for that anymore.
Yeah.
Fall, the first step is admitting that you have a problem.
So sue me, I like magic items.
I think the second
I
is
think
accepting
like
God.
might be a bit of an understatement.
Angel's face bombs. Well,
I don't know, Asemar, he knows some stuff he'd like.
she just shakes her head. If you want something out of the armory, just come to the castle. She just sweat drops and then and then just picks up Kamui. You're coming with me. Fine. So be it.
Bye, Kamui.
Angel gives her a coy smile. I'd like to test your accelerator aura. And Kamui just gives her the same sly grin back. It's scary how similar these two are.
There we go.
Right now.
Some mother-daughter time-displaced bonding.
I believe
They
Galahad
just
had
turn to you.
first.
I'll get to that
That's fine.
in a moment. Well, for now, I guess we will see you off. And Angel's just going to put her hand on Kamui and teleport off.
Don't. Aw.
Bye.
Well, there goes that mark.
Okay, what did you want to say?
I wanted to ask Kamui something, but never mind. I'll wait.
Okay, I'll let you ask your thing after Galahad. So Galahad, go first.
No, mine was... So I made that back when Flynn needed to get paid. And Galahad was going to make sure that happened.
But then everybody poured gold on top of it.
And then everyone poured gold on top of him, so... done and done.
Good. Yep.
Okay, well, I guess...
You know what? I'll
Ravak-
throw 4 plat in, too.
Ah!
There you go. Flooding this man with gold. Anyways, Ravak, you had a question for Kamui. Go now.
Alright. You told me I was one of the last to die. I wanted to know, was the other me a coward?
She sort of pauses for a moment before answering. It's hard to explain what your past self was. Ultimately, somewhat, but you didn't have enough guts to face everything after you lost Morgan. You essentially lost all sense of hope to live, essentially.
Oh.
After she died. And she'll leave it at that before she disappears. Angel.
At that, Ravak will look for her again.
Alright. I'll move Conrad over here. You find her.
Oh, you're...
I'm sorry.
She's still in the sub?
She's staying with
So
you
you-
guys for a bit.
So you came back.
I never left.
Oh.
You guys were doing
Sorry.
your own thing, so I just let you do your own thing.
You know what? I was gonna wait, but, would you like to, if we ever have a chance, to go to a dance?
Sounds lovely, actually. I haven't had fun in a while.
Excellent.
When and where?
How about tonight?
It's fun. I look forward to
Flynn
it.
pops in just like, can I go?
No.
Oh.
It's like, no, you both use your tails to just lower him out of frame. In sync. Anyways, is that all you wanted to ask of her?
Yeah.
Or, well, okay, Galahad. For real this time.
So this has to do with the crafting that was done for me. As I was writing it up and inserting it, I figured out. So the staff is named the Gungir's Staff of Power, and they have. Okay, so Storm, did you see it in what you linked how when you're attuned to both, they share charges?
Yes.
So I have named the ability that these have Gungir charges, and
Excellent.
and they have the feature Gungle Cloud charge sharing. and when the chargers are in the Gungle Cloud, they can be uploaded and downloaded to either item. That's all. I just came up with Gungle Cloud sharing, and I had to share that.
Very good. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Gipsy. You are amazing. Yes, Kit.
So, what should we do now? And we kind of had a month to rest, but shouldn't we take like a mission or something?
I've been training.
Whatever will get us stronger.
Remember, Angel did offer you guys a place to train. You just have to keep it secret from everyone else.
Should we check out this training area?
Gungir kind of.
Yeah.
Well,
What do you think, Gungir?
Well, I wouldn't mind another job.
Jobs are fun and not batshit banana eating crazy.
I
Except
mean,
for the traps.
we could at the very least check the training ground, but also take a job.
I don't know, the training ground sounded like a bit of a commitment.
We just don't have to tell anybody about it. We can just take a look, is all I'm saying.
It's too bad she just left. She could have told us where it was.
Holds up the sanding stone.
Do we
I
want?
mean, yeah, fancy magic doohickey, sure.
Do you want me to ask where this training ground is?
It sounds like you want to ask where the training ground is.
I'm asking all of you. I don't want to do something any of you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Fall is looking you straight in the face and being completely honest.
I'm looking straight back and being an ass.
That's fair.
So should I ask her or not?
Gungir will look at
This is a question to everybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gungir will look to everyone else.
Asemar.
One person at a time.
I'd rather do something mundane than take part in a probably futile training effort to try to get strong enough to defeat a god king back from the dead. But that's just me.
Might as well try to do some good in this world. I say we take on a quest.
Yes, before it's over.
Gungir will start taking tallies in the air with his zero wand.
So far I'm hearing it's 2 versus 2.
3 versus 2.
Oh.
Gungir wants to get a job.
So Gungir, Flynn, and Asemar have voted, so we need to hear Galahad.
You could either be the tire or just overrule.
What were the votes?
Training
go to
or
the
mission?
hyperbolic training chamber.
No. I know what we're voting. Who
Training.
voted to train?
Three-
I
It's
believe it
three
was probably
versus two right
Asemar and Fall,
Asemar and Falden.
assuming at least.
now.
Wait, Asemar voted not to train.
We
No,
also had Conrad.
he voted to train,
Oh, he
but
did?
he
Never mind.
wouldn't be opposed to working a job too. So don't feel bad either way.
Yeah. Actually,
Conrad
Galahad
would
votes
like
to
to
train
train.
too.
Okay, we're tied. So it looks like Conrad is our tiebreaker.
Remember, you still have Freddy and Barreck.
There's also Freddy and
who also have an
Barreck, Liar.
You have Weiss and Minerva.
I mean, I wouldn't mind a job. I kind of feel like better with training. So there.
Another tie.
Oh, great.
I mean, to be fair, he gets 3 votes, so he's distributing them well. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Liar is probably neutral. She doesn't care.
That's presumptuous of you.
Liar doesn't have an opinion.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like God has an opinion for me.
Well, gotta choose bitch.
Wow.
Savage, because you're giving me shit. Okay, fuck you, Pat.
You too.
Hate you too.
They both sound sort of dangerous, but I mean, if it was just a simple job, maybe that'd be okay.
What's that other people's opinion?
Let's see. So, Minerva. I mean, technically, Weiss and Minerva haven't really been hired into your group, but it's like in the process of getting the paperwork filled, so it's like half and half.
Yeah, Gungir was just wanting to hire Weiss. We only had one room available.
Rip Minerva.
Oh, well then ignore Minerva.
They could share a room, couldn't they?
I mean, they did it when they were in fucking back in dorm school.
Dorm school.
College?
Where you learn how to be a dorm.
College?
I mean,
So
some
cool, like-
animals, don't get me wrong, but
I'm tired, okay? I've had a long day.
Dragon,
Anyway,
Okay.
can you do me a favor? When classes start back up, can you start referring to your college as dorm school?
oh yeah.
See how long it takes for people to start questioning you. Dorms.
Anyways,
so what is Weiss and Minerva's opinion?
Weiss train a Minerva job.
Conrad?
He'd like to see the training arena.
Okay, training wins.
Doesn't Sardon get a vote?
He does.
How does he vote? He can't talk.
He votes with Daddy.
He raises his hand.
What about Jesus? Huh? And Hen?
And Hen, yeah!
And he definitely gets a vote.
We already voted.
We don't need the animals to take a vote. It's okay.
Oh, and Thorn! Thorn needs to take a vote too!
Moving on.
They'll go
We
with me.
agreed to the training area because that was the highest vote. Conrad was the tiebreaker.
So it's just kind of whatever the DM wants to come up with.
All right.
he
Well, I
argued
guess
that-
yeah.
was
I
just
gave
saying
them an even vote. Fair, I've been wanting to show off the training area for a bit.
So, to the
I don't really have a
Yep.
map. You message Angel.
Yep.
You tell her that you want to see the training arena. And she's like, alright, give me a moment and I will be over there shortly.
She said
It's
she'll be
hard
here
to
shortly.
Alright, let me roll something here. Does he want to come here or does she want to come here? Okay. He wins. Yay!
Oh no.
Fucking in a pillar of fire, fucking appears Blaze.
Fall grabs the fire extinguisher.
No, not on the ship.
He just absorbs the fire.
Liar just
Not
cone
really.
of colds it like the stuff out of a fire extinguisher, but magic.
Looks completely unfazed by it.
Ray of Frost.
Anyways. My wife said you all wanted to see my training arena.
Yep.
Oh, good. You all actually want to get stronger. Very well. Prepare yourselves. And he's gonna point his sword at the ground and start ritual casting, and a massive magic circle forms around him and all around all of you and your companions. Minus Minerva.
Please watch the ship.
Do you think it would be okay if I came too?
If you want to.
Yes!
Oh god.
I just
It's,
maybe I can help a little bit.
oh god. This feels really weird.
And you all warp. And you
Hurry,
appear
hurry.
in the middle of the fucking sky on a giant cloud.
But high up.
It's the Sky Arena, like in Steven Universe.
Not really, no, but
Oh, he's killed us all, and this is heaven. Oh no! Damn it, Blaze!
he
Knew this was
just looks
coming.
at you.
That was supposed to be Fall's job.
Rolls his eyes. We're all still alive. You don't have halos above your heads.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be here if this was heaven.
I honestly thought that they wouldn't allow it due to censorship.
Rolls his eyes again. Anyways, welcome to Sky Tower. And he points at a giant tornado of clouds that's leading up further into the atmosphere.
Oh, cool.
This is my home away from home. This is my training arena. This has been, well, family secret for generations. Everyone who's ever existed in my family has at least used it once or twice in their lives. Can gain a lot from just entering just once. It is a traversable terrain, so the enemies that you may fight in there may never be the same. There are a lot of obstacles, traps, and other things that you might also find.
What's that mean? Traversable.
So what is the training area like exactly?
You start here on floor 1. He points at the main entrance, which is basically just a sort of... It looks like a cave entrance, but it's like made of clouds.
Ball kind of peeks in.
And your goal looks to be a way in, and then it just branches off into multiple directions.
Uh-oh.
It's sort of a maze, he says, grinning.
Well,
Your goal is to get from here to the top. Those who make it halfway have a checkpoint there where they can rest.
Will there be refreshments?
Bring your own if you have any.
Damn.
I brought food.
Gungir's eyes begin to well up and he gives Lyre another hug. This is why I missed you on adventures.
Oh,
Nobody liked my worm meat.
the hell are you talking
Context.
about?
Or the other stuff.
Pats his head slightly, gingerly.
Something.
Everyone just pans over. No.
To have someone reject your worm meat
Anyway,
is the worst feeling in the world.
context. Anyways, moving on. Well, you're welcome to train whenever. For myself. If you want, we can head back to the surface.
Hey, King Dude.
It's over to Freddy.
Question. Do you mind giving me, like, the coordinates or whatever to access that teleportation circle you used? I could
He
teleport
thinks about it for a moment.
I could teleport us here when we need to be.
Without
I have
having
that
to inconvenience her royal majesty.
We could also fly the sub up here.
It might be better to use the king's heritagely gained training ground with his permission. Just saying.
I mean, I thought we had...
He nods approvingly at Asemar. But if you want to rather fast travel here, I suppose I can open the vault.
Oh, sweet.
Vault.
And he walks over to a floating piece of land that's connected to this cloud island.
Oh.
And on it is a structure that you've never seen before that looks sort of like an upside down U.
So an arch.
More or less. And it's made of stone. It looks like it's very badly damaged, and it has these weird markings that you've never seen before. Like, scattered across its surface.
So, like, writing.
Not really writings, more like symbols that depict things that don't really exist anymore, or things that have been lost to time.
Like,
Things that
what?
even Fall's translation ring can't even translate.
I imagine
an
it just
ancient
looks like
lost-
that scene from Percy Jackson.
So what you're telling me is it's Gallifreyan.
It's a language that is long lost to time.
By the way, Your Majesty, I do have one other question.
Looks to you as he's looking through a bag of holding. Yes.
How much would it cost to get a circle on our ship?
Go anywhere or to a specific place?
To basically teleport us back in case we need to get back fast.
Oh, if you wanted to leave the dungeon, and that's what I call Sky Tower here, simply say a simple phrase to bring you back to your
Hakuna Matata?
to your last. Fuck you. Say this name, and it will bring you back to the previous location that you teleported from whence you came.
Beetlejuice.
He utters a name to you that I don't know if any of you heard of it, but when I say it, you may roll religion and or knowledge history. Bahamut.
Yes.
Knowledge, history, or religion, you said?
Is there?
Oh no, my D&D, or my Roll20 crashed.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I will also roll for Barreck and Freddy, if that's okay.
That is fine. They are welcome to roll since they are here.
Let's see, what's actually better for me? Nature, religion. History, so 1. Religion.
Wow, everybody's rolling high here.
Yeah, history is better for me.
Of course, Bahamut.
They're equal for Fredrick. Nope.
Fredrick
I don't
Sanaa.
know this dragon shit.
Religion.
Wow. Half of the party knows who Bahamut is.
Yeah, and I'll also roll for Barreck now.
Not even gonna bother. Liar does not.
Nope.
It's still roll for Flynn.
Nope, she doesn't know. Oh yeah, I guess
I said Flynn.
I don't know.
Also, Venom. I was more asking about, like, making, how much would it cost to actually put on a teleportation circle just on the ship in general for, like, a fast travel thing, because Fredrick has this.
Well, the issue is it's not easy putting a wandering portal that can go to different places. That's why he's giving you access to this vault that can teleport you back and forth.
Like a quick teleportation to get
on
back
the
to our
ship.
ship.
No, but you're not listening to him. I didn't even think about that until now.
If you put a teleportation on the ship, it would not work because it would break. Because usually in a teleportation, you have a stationary object that is wherever you're teleporting from, teleporting to wherever this place may be. The vault is an easier access, and it's actually rather close by. Just haven't figured out where it's hidden. Anyways.
But he's not giving us, like... Sorry.
My answer, no.
So Fredrick can't just, like, teleport there.
Nope.
Damn.
Unless if you want to be fucking ripped asunder.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
Sounds like a night out.
Say the name Bahamut, and you will return to whence you came, regardless of wherever you come from. And
Why
it's kind of
Bahamut?
convenient. Name of my father.
I was
You
half
look
expecting you
back at you.
I was
Okay.
half expecting you to say Fredrick teleports back to the ship.
Anyways, but yeah,
Interesting.
to those of whom who rolled, or chose to roll, which was Fall, Galahad, Ravak, and Asemar, Hamid is. He's the original dragon god. Although
Yes.
he's not really worshipped as much as he used to be, considering Milla is his wife, which kind of makes sense. And she sort of reigns the mortal realm as the current
God of
Holder.
order and good.
sort of dealio. But Bahamut, well, Gipsy, you kind of gotten some information from your patron on this one. Bahamut vanished after the Great Titan War over, let's see, 17 centuries ago.
Oh.
After the Great Titan War, he essentially left the mortal realm, and the celestial one for that matter, and no one knows where he went ever since.
I wonder what could have happened to the one and only platinum dragon in existence.
I don't know.
He left behind his wife and children.
He went to go get a
Unless I
pack.
said plural children.
He went to go get a pack of cigarettes and never came back from the gas station. What? What?
Anyways,
Did
moving
please
on.
Follow us?
I don't know. That's up to Liar.
Pardon?
Has
Did
Zeus
Jesus
follow
follow?
you?
Oh, I would imagine so.
Then he's there with you all.
Was
As
there
are
any
your other
reaction
pets.
Platinum dragon, baby. Just chillin'.
Yeah, was there any reaction to him saying Bahamut?
Zeus?
I mean, he wouldn't know, would he?
really no.
Maybe it's an instinctual thing.
Again, I
Anyways.
guess that's up to
Blaze pulls out a strange-looking item out of his bag of holding and holds it aloft in his hand. This is one of the various vault keys that can access, well, either treasure troves, loot, whatever you wish to call it, items of great power, but each vault has its own use. Vault that this portal is linked to no longer has anything dangerous nor important inside of it. So I killed the monster centuries ago.
Okay.
Essentially, this is just a waypoint in between the vaults. You can see other archways that are unactivated that lead to the other vaults scattered across the realms and throughout the different continents. The vaults are all connected in some way, shape, and form. But to what extent, I have no idea. That information died with my father. Or, assumingly. Anyways, he places the key in a small pedestal, which lowers into the floor, and a purple portal appears in the archway. And what you see looking at the portal itself is basically a fucking galaxy. Go through here and you'll appear in Valentia. That's where this vault connects to.
Fredrick
Yo.
just kind of pokes his finger through the portal.
Thing happens.
Wait, I thought he just said if we step through.
He said step through, not poke through.
He pokes his head through.
You see, Valentia, you were in the central square.
Do I have any reaction of people just seeing a head?
It's like a normal Tuesday for them. No, literally where you are, it doesn't really make sense because there couldn't be any physical way of a portal being here. You're in the middle of the fountain in the central square where the original... Well, Freddy wouldn't know this, but the rest of the party would. Where the first festival took place.
Oh.
There's a fountain there.
What a throwback.
And there is currently a fountain there. And you're just poking out of one of the chests of one of the statues in the fountain.
Okay!
Cool. Is it a big chest?
It's just a statue of somebody.
Like with some big chest?
No. I'm assuming you just pull your head back through.
Gypsy, you and I were thinking the same.
No, Fredrick just yells, "Come on in, the portal's fine!" And steps.
Roll.
I jump in.
You jump through. Okay, you just appear in Valentia and then faceplant into the water of the, fountain.
Oh, I sploosh.
So you sploosh. In like
So what
2
were you
foot
rolling?
deep water.
What were you rolling for?
Wasn't rolling.
No, I thought Venom said he was rolling for something.
Oh.
That's fine.
I turn around and look back.
You just see Freddy's head floating above a chest.
In the chest of one of the statues.
Interesting.
Freddy goes down. Finally, fully goes to in.
Just standing there casually.
He's actually going to try to poke his hand, see if his hand can also poke back through the chest.
Yes.
I hope
Okay,
so.
interesting.
Otherwise, it's a long trip. I will go back in the other end. If I can.
You can. So you
Why
just
are you
appear back at
resting
Sky Tower.
I tell people, whoa! That leads all the way back to
city.
a fountain in Valentia.
And you decided to jump in the water?
But you're all wet.
It was just there. Listen, I didn't put the water there.
It looks like the vault arch on the other side hasn't appeared. Is that when I get back? And Stormy had an exclamation.
I will hold it off until everybody's done.
Okay.
Okay. Is everybody else done?
Blair pats Galahad down with a blanket from her bedroll.
Fred,
Okay.
Paul will just use prestidigitation to dry off Galahad.
Oh, okay.
I'm being dried off.
You're becoming a dog. Borf. Anyways,
Thought I was a cat.
Oh no, don't shake!
anyways. Go ahead, Storm.
Gungir has not been paying attention this entire time. He has been making little snowmen out of the clouds.
Aww.
Absolutely.
How high up are we, by the way? Is there like an edge to this cloud that we can look over and see the ground?
There is.
How high up what are we over? Are we over the city?
Look down and you see the rest. Okay, if you open up your world map, that's what you see from overhead.
Everything's mislabeled.
Except for the
I
label.
told you it's the threat of the world. I told you. I told you.
Gungir
That one.
will take one of the snowmen, one of the cloudmen, and he'll give it a gentle shove over the edge.
Oh no!
Like
This is great science right here.
This is a science experiment for him. He's never been up this high before. So he wants to experiment.
That's lighter than air. Okay. Okay, so this is what happens. It disintegrates as soon as it hits atmosphere velocity.
Wait, are we in sky? Is it blue sky or is it space?
It's like borderline.
We're up in like the
Ooh.
troposphere.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
up
As
there.
soon as you say that, Paul wants to jump and see how high he can get.
You will die.
Whoa!
You just saw a thing disintegrate.
No, he meant jump up and down.
Oh.
Yeah.
You jump normally. Like, gravity is normal here. The gravity gets lower as the higher you climb the tower. At the peak, you should be having similar effects of zero gravity. I think this entire place has a magical atmosphere similar to that of the surface, which is why we're so high up.
Gungir still almost wants to ride Sardon down to the surface. A la heavy metal.
You make a snowball, and you just chuck it normally.
Tries to throw it in.
Hey, Glad, think fast.
I always think fast.
Full dexterity fall
Try to chaos.
to attempt to hit him.
But because
What
it's
are
in
you doing?
space, it's like really slow. And because it's a cloud, it's just like do, do.
Anyways.
Just try to chaos.
Roll dexterity. 16. Does that hit you,
16.
Glad?
My armor class?
Yes, sir.
I'll say my staff was stowed, so it meets.
So it
All right,
hits
so
you.
you hit him. Just
Big
bonk.
buff.
Hits you in the face with a cloud.
What's that feel like?
Feels weird. Like you're in, like you got hit by a pillow and it exploded on your face.
See, I just imagine it's a scene from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Turns out clouds are made of water.
Oh yeah.
So Gungir will waddle up to everyone. So are we gonna do this
So-
or what are we gonna do?
You just tried to dry me off, and you got me wet again.
Meh.
As I said, I felt like a fluffy pillow being thrown at you and exploding on contact.
Well, this means war.
Outwar.
Gungir,
Yeah?
let's get him.
Cloud ball fight.
Oh, I'm
Children, Blaze says, looking down.
Quite the wonderful use of our time.
I mean, this is training of sorts.
We're training our ability to throw clouds.
Yeah, no. Blaze is just going to use his flame aura to just be like, no, disintegrates anything that you try to throw. Because he doesn't like
I was gonna
people
cast-
having fun.
I was gonna cast Shinlik Snowball Storm and win.
All right, so
Oh God!
What the?
That's a lot of sixes. Wait, no, that's three sixes. Oh god,
I'm
this is
kidding.
devil.
I don't actually cast Cone of Cold.
Anyways, Blaze just looks at you all. Well, are you going to train or are you going back?
Who
Well,
here
I
wants to
guess-
train?
I mean, we came all this way.
We can maybe miss a little bit, right, guys?
I mean, it's got a midway point, right?
Yeah.
How long does it take to get to the midway point is the question.
Yeah, it depends on who it is.
How long would it take for an average person?
You're
Not
casually walking there, fighting the enemies along the way. I'd say, 4 to 6 hours.
Doesn't sound too bad.
What happens if we die?
Don't worry about that. If you reach your limits, you'll be teleported back here to the entrance if you don't make it to the halfway.
Oh,
Same
God, this
goes-
is literally a mystery dungeon.
Welcome!
Blaze's Mystery Dungeon.
I mean, I'd like to add out of character that there is a volcano off the coast somewhere off map and just called Mount Blaze,
All right.
referencing the old Mystery Dungeon games.
Very nice.
Yes, Ravak.
Mount Thunder.
I just wanted to ask out of character what time.
It's about, I'd say, like 1 in the afternoon, maybe.
So we would probably get done by 6 p.m.
Yeah, if you got to the midway point. He didn't say how many floors there were to this thing.
I say we give it the old college try. If it's
Try.
too much for us, we'll just get teleported back here.
Exactly.
Should
Seems
I only
fairly
bring
low risk.
Paul, or can I bring Barreck in?
You can bring everybody.
Oh, sweet.
Let's make it
Jesus.
a party.
But Galahad, only one of us went to college.
Oh,
With the exception of Blaze, because he's not coming with you.
Why? They're not coming with us?
No, everybody but Blaze is coming with you.
Ah.
He'll be waiting at the midway point for you guys if you do make it that far.
Listen, Fall. We're
You
gonna
know that
need your help.
You know that Minerva and Wright are the college, right?
Listen. And I walk over to Weiss and I go, listen.
Yes.
We all need to go to college so that we can give this a college try.
Face palms. Minerva does
Can
the
you
same.
impart any collegian wisdom on us?
You know that college try is just a term, not that you actually have to go to college, right?
Yes, he's right on that one for once.
Hey!
Oof.
She gives you a coy smile.
Can I go to college anyway?
If you want
have to
to
pay.
hurt your brain, sure.
You have to pay to go, which with your money it probably wouldn't be a problem.
I'm sure you do wonderfully in college, Galahad.
Depends on your college of
Of course I
study.
do. I've got street smarts.
I mean,
But you have book smart.
I mean, he can read now.
I did learn to read.
I could help you if you go to college. I majored in magic item study.
I'm hoping you can just
Don't
deputize me
say.
with college
Minerva
authority.
just shakes her head. I was a graduate in the destruction school. Ice is like, I'm one of the oddballs. I'm a bit of a mix of a couple things.
I'm a graduate in the Let's Go Adventure! And I drop my sword and my staff and I charge in.
Okay, let me roll something. Okay. Centile here. Okay.
Should we put our group into a marching order?
You can divide yourselves into multiple groups if you wish.
Why don't we make 3 groups? How many people are there of us, by the way?
Let's have a scouting
players.
party.
There's 6. Oh, speaking of
2, 3,
scouting,
4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Flynn, speaking
Yes?
of scouting, I can help with that.
You
Yeah, 14 people.
can.
Yeah, I can make it hard for you to be seen, even harder for you.
Really?
Yeah,
Is it magic?
yes, it is.
Oh. I thought you were more of the punching persuasion.
I know the magic. I use magic on Galahad here.
Everybody else can learn magic.
I mean, I learned it because a very nice man showed me how to do it.
Well, I suppose that's how it works. Well, I don't see any reason why we should pull out all the stops immediately. We don't even know how hard it's going to be yet.
I can also make it hard. I can patrol with you to make it harder. Or let me rephrase that. I can patrol with you.
I can make this more difficult for all of us.
Patrol with you to make us more sneaky.
Organize yourselves into groups, please. Me out of character.
How many groups do we want?
You can have a maximum group of 4 people per group. And a
Galahad
minimum
makes a
of
team
2
and he
people.
names his team Sword.
I'll immediately join your team.
Gungir will join.
Actually, no, Barreck will join your team. Because you know
Nice.
why, Gipsy.
Okay, bye, Barreck.
I mean, I could go with you. You could join us.
Looks at the giant metal robot following Gungir.
Oh,
No, I don't think that looks like a scouting party.
Gungir's riding on his
We're
shoulders.
Team Sword. We beat up the bad guys.
So, do you want to join us?
Because wait a
No,
minute.
I think maybe I should form my own sneaky team of sneakers.
I'll join you.
Who will
I
sneak?
approve.
I'll join you. Fredrick says.
Which one is fucking right? That one's Fredrick.
That one's Fredrick.
Okay, sure.
Wants the magical backup that can do no offense, friend Freddy. You have a lot of power.
Wait, what's going on?
Minerva basically comes up to your group over here. Well, if you want a little extra ranged backup that can pack a punch on your girl.
Actually, I'm debating. Should I put Barreck with Flynn because of his spell?
It's on you, mate.
You don't
Sounded
have
like
to
you
travel
had a
with
good
him.
reason.
I just think it's funny for him to be part of Team Sword because of his new bard culture.
Oh yeah.
Shield.
Here we go.
You know, one thing I'm
so
actually
with-
thinking about over the table.
Mm.
Go for it.
Maybe we should try in the future contexts to limit it to like one character per player.
Yeah,
Sorry.
probably.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Including, and I'm gonna say including our DM.
Yeah. There's a lot of them.
Like I like them
Considering
being on the ship and stuff, and like for big war battles. But like when we're just trying to do a job or going through a test, a training thing, it's like
But here's the thing, most of the people you have recruited will level with you guys as you level up. So they're
Can they
going to be
level with
training
us by
too.
doing their own thing, or
You can, but this is the fastest method.
So who wants to be part of my team?
yeah.
Weiss and Conrad over here
Cricket
have an
noises.
opening.
I'm going to regret this, but I'll be part of Weiss's team.
She just
Yeah.
jabs you in the side with her elbow.
One rule. I am not doing the fall bait plan again.
Better
She just
help.
gives a
We're
coy
not doing get
smile.
help.
She'll have to teach us that sometime.
Just gives you a wink, Asemar, and well, I suppose we all have our groups.
Wait.
What about Ravak?
Yeah, I was gonna
Morgan.
say Ravak should. Oh. Wait, what?
Morgan,
they're just secretly on a date.
I mean,
Son of a bitch!
As soon as we all head into the tower, Ravak's just gonna pull out a picnic basket and they're gonna set up on the clouds.
Those who slaughter together stay together.
plus if Ravik wants to join another squad,
Join us.
Swords are cool. We're called Sword. That means we're cool.
I feel like
I choose to follow Morgan.
okay. So you're gonna go off with Morgan into the dungeon, and as will the rest of you.
Yay.
We go first.
Now you all go off on your own ways, and as soon as you enter the dungeon,
Wait, what?
you see the previous group disappear, and the whole layout change before you.
Oh, damn it, this wasn't the plan.
Wait, what do you mean? I thought this was the plan.
No, I was supposed to scout ahead for everybody. Oh, damn it.
Everybody's doing their own thing, Conrad says.
You're not part of this
And it
group.
seems he's just yelling over just to give them advice before he goes in. changing itself depending on the group who goes in. Adapt to change.
Oh, bloody ready.
Flynn, do you want me and you to scout? I can make us more sneaky.
I mean, it's just the three of us. What's really the point of scouting, even?
I could still make us more sneaky if you want.
What is the point of scout? The less people you have, the more helpful it is.
But we're only scouting for ourselves, and if he's going to follow me, then what is this lizard woman just going to wait here and for us to come back?
She just smiles a little bit. I mean, I can come up with a strategy in case if something's hiding up ahead. The champion of chess back in college.
How shadowy is this dungeon, by the way?
It's very bright. Like, you can see, like, everything in here.
To help us, if Flynn wants me to make us more sneaky, I can cast a spell.
You seem to really want to, so go ahead. Yep, the +10.
So
Guess we'll
basically,
stealth.
the image kind of blurs around us, kind of like a camouflage, kind of like a fictional chameleon camouflage.
My mustache turns into a cloud.
Yes.
So are we going first then? Should I roll a stealth roll or something?
Sure.
+10.
Remember to add that.
35.
35.
35!
You're just
Again, I'm not sure why you casted that.
To help the rest of
You're
us.
just gone.
It helps you.
I
mean,
Family Guy.
Your group.
I Family
Oh,
Guy
that's
hedge
Barreck,
into the
that's
clouds.
Barreck, sorry. That's Barreck.
Will only help that group, not any other group, since you're all going in
Yeah.
individually
Yeah.
with
Sorry,
your
that was
group.
Barreck's stats.
Listen, this is a good learning experience for us.
There it is.
Oh, no, wait, it was The Simpsons. Simpsons
33.
hedge melt into the clouds.
Let me roll for Minerva as well, since she can be stealthy.
Told you it doesn't help.
So, she's actually proficient in stealth, surprisingly. With a natural
I'll
30.
get 30 or above.
And you are all just sneaking through the dungeon past enemies. I do not have a map for this as of right now, but next week if we stop, I will make sure to get a map. Or two.
You have 2 weeks, so.
I guess we can move to another.
Yes. I'll say, let's go with Morgan and Ravak. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Well, if you weren't here, I would have been in alone.
You're crazy. And
What?
that's why I love you.
What?
Punch in the chest.
What a gay. With emotions.
And she will wait for you at the entrance. Come on. Let's go.
Yeah, Ravak will make his way.
She'll pull out her bow and enter the dungeon. And the entrance will adjust once again. And then we have the final group of Conrad, Weiss, and Ball.
Well, we also have Gipsy's group.
Yeah. Yes, Team Sword. Who wants to go, Team Sword or Ball's group?
I can.
This is a question between Gipsy or Ball.
Your call. I'll let you make
can
the
roll
call.
for Gips if you want. Odds will
actually-
do. Evens will do
Yeah.
Gipsy. Odds will do Ball.
Works for me.
Roll. something.
Evens!
Natural 20.
That's evens.
Gipsy.
Fucking Gyps,
No, it's on.
Yeah.
Yeah, even.
right?
Yes.
All right, you and your
Okay.
crew go in.
We all
And
right.
That was
Toad,
my
dungeon.
magic
what do you say?
Yeah,
Now we
on
wait for
something
Toad
useful.
to come back with his information.
And
Joe
then
went off
the
in a
dungeon
different direction.
consumes you.
Do,
No, it's just
Joe
you
went
guys.
off to a different direction.
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
And then Conrad, Fall, and Weiss will enter after.
I can scout ahead if you want. I have a way to make myself hard to see.
Who's got the
You
best stealth?
receive a message in your heads. Since you all have split up, your groups have been adjusted to... Well, the dungeon has adjusted to your group's size. The smaller the group, the less enemies you'll find, but the larger the group, the more enemies you'll find. And the more experience you'll gain going from floor to floor. The larger
Barreck
groups
has
will
a-
have a harder time getting to the higher floors.
Does anyone
Barreck
want
has a
some
+4, but
protection?
he also...
Hold on, I could not hear Cat. What was that, Liar?
Mr. Callahan. Oh,
Does anyone want some protection?
What kind of protection you thinking?
Well, I could give you one of those glowy things that show up on me, and if you get hit, it will hurt less. Or I could maybe make you really tough to hit, and make everything hurt less.
All
Or
of
both.
those sound
I could
good.
do both. Do you want one then?
Who doesn't want them?
Okay. Does
I would
anybody
absolutely
else
like it.
want one? I can do two at a time.
I'll take one.
Alright, she's
Also-
gonna twin cast Abyss.
Ew.
Baby.
You're now resistant to that.
And
Bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing. Physical damage.
as she does that, some of her runes light up, and it'll just be the ones on her hands, and so she offers a hand to Galahad.
I hold Liar's hand.
The rune transfers from her hand to your hand, and now you have a glowy.
Okay, I continue holding her hand. And then
I
I'm like,
guess
oh,
Barreck
right.
will pull out his hand to take the rune.
When Barreck moves up, I suddenly jump away.
She's like, right here, Barreck.
Sorry.
She like touches your arm and gives you a glowy as well.
Okay.
And
by the
if you
way,
get
it's
hit,
gonna
Yeah.
what?
if you get hit, remove a d6 from the damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
I can stealth up ahead and look what's going on.
All right
I'll have a
then.
new spell of myself.
Asemar, unless you think you were Thorn are better at stealth, let's do that.
Dragon.
Again? Did we lose him too?
Oh, there he is.
No, I'm good.
Jesus flag.
He lives.
So,
No, Asemar didn't need any of the glyphs.
No, he's asking if you're better at stealth.
If you want to stealth or not.
Barreck offered to scout ahead to get the number of the enemy. And then Galahad said, if Asemar, unless you or Thorn think you're better at stealth, I think that's what we'll do.
Yeah, I got a +5, so
I have a +4, but I do have a spell that can really help me. I have invisibility.
Don't go using up your spells. Just yet.
Yeah, save it.
You might not have many spells.
Sure, but since you can, because if you get spotted, you can use invisibility and then get out. So yeah, go ahead.
Oh, either that.
But don't cast it ahead of
Asemar.
time. Just hold on to it.
Yeah. Have it ready.
Do my best. I'll do my best. Oh wait, am I not?
We'll start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll now roll my stealth.
Stealth. So
24.
nice.
Hey,
All right, let me see if any of the enemies spot you as you explore.
You know who's really good at stealth?
Also,
Sardon.
Zardon.
I don't
going
believe
to ask. Let's see. So the leader of this group is Gipsy, correct? Roll me a D100, please.
Sure. I love to roll D100s.
This is just for percentiles.
91.
Okay,
You fall
let's
into a
see.
hole.
How many floors do you guys have to explore before you're at the middle?
91.
91. No.
99.
Thankfully, you rolled the good percentage. You only have to go a total of several floors.
Several?
Out of character.
Several.
Several.
As
I don't
opposed to many, I assume.
or
Roll
few.
of many, yes.
So more or less than a baker's dozen.
Anyways, we'll move on to Lynn's group. Roll me a D100 for percentiles.
Wait, who, me?
That's you.
Yeah.
You're the leader.
Okay.
Or at least to
I'm
move
gonna roll for Morgan
I'll roll for fall.
real quick.
26.
Okay.
I'll roll for fall.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh, that was just a deep. 23 for fall.
Okay, wow. All similar rolls. But percentages are percentages. They work in increments of 5.
That's not how percentages work at all. They work in all kinds of.
5 percentages
Guys,
for
I
this
turned back
dungeon work in
to
increments
the
of 5.
cat. I don't know what happened.
Damn it. I'm going to kill Freddy.
You're the one who left that.
What's going on?
He swapped
He-
his character thing over
He
to a
swapped to
cat.
his cat thing.
yeah.
That was
Alright.
an accident.
So, Fall's group has to go up 10 floors.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Lynn's group has to go up 12 floors.
We're just gonna stealth all the way, baby.
And Morgan's group, thankfully, only has to go up 5.
Whoop.
You see fall.
You guys have the
coming back.
shortest thing.
Oh god! So many.
All right.
stairs.
Errors.
Whoops.
Anyways, so now you guys are going to be exploring the dungeon. And I think that's where we're going to leave it off for tonight.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, we'll have our trial set up for. Thank you for listening.
I can turn off my recording.
Meow, meow,
in
meow,
3,
meow.
Bye.
Okay, never mind about that con thing. I was